In the shadowy world of crime, some figures become legendary, not for their brilliance, but for their sheer audacity and the media frenzy that follows them. Today, we re-diving into the chaotic life of a man who became one of Egypt's most notorious modern criminals, a figure dubbed the Terminator and the Monster of Armat. This is the story of Mahmoud Amin Soliman. Born in 1960 in the city of Armat in Upper Egypt, Mahmoud's early life wasn't particularly remarkable. He grew up, got married, had children, and worked various jobs, including as a driver. But beneath this ordinary exterior, a different kind of ambition was brewing. He dreamt of wealth, not through hard work, but through quick and easy means. His first brush with the law was for a minor offense, but it was just the beginning of a long and tumultuous criminal career. Mahmoud started small, getting involved in petty theft and fraud. He had a knack for conning people, using his charm and confidence to swindle them out of their money. He even managed to secure a loan to start a business, but instead of investing it, he simply vanished with the cash. This was his pattern: take what he could and disappear. He moved from place to place, constantly changing his identity and location to stay one step ahead of the authorities. His crimes gradually escalated. He wasn't just a con artist anymore. He was becoming a robber. He targeted wealthy individuals and businesses, believing they were his ticket to the life he craved. But Mahmoud wasn't a meticulous planner. His heists were often impulsive and messy, relying more on brute force and intimidation than on careful execution. He became known for his aggressive tactics and his willingness to use violence to get what he wanted. The turning point in his story came in the late 1990s. By this time, he had a long rap sheet and was a wanted man. He decided to form a gang, recruiting others who shared his disregard for the law. Together, they embarked on a crime spree that terrorized Upper Egypt. They were involved in armed robberies, carjackings, and kidnappings for ransom. Their operations became bolder and more violent, and the name Mahmoud Amin Soliman started to appear regularly in police reports and newspapers. What made Mahmoud so difficult to catch was his deep knowledge of the local terrain. He was from Upper Egypt, and he used the region's vast sugarcane fields and rugged landscapes as his personal hideout. He was like a ghost, appearing to commit a crime and then melting away into the countryside. The police launched numerous campaigns to capture him, but he always seemed to be one step ahead, thanks to a network of informants and his own cunning. The media played a huge role in building his legend. Newspapers and television channels latched onto his story, painting him as a larger-than-life outlaw. They gave him sensational nicknames like the Monster of Armat and, most famously, the Terminator, after the Relentless movie character. Every failed attempt to capture him only added to his mystique. He became a folk anti-hero to some, a symbol of rebellion against authority, while to his victims and the police, he was a ruthless menace. Mahmoud seemed to revel in the attention. He was known to be arrogant and boastful, often taunting the police. There were even stories of him calling journalists to give his side of the story or to mock the security forces' efforts to catch him. This brazen attitude only fueled the media frenzy and made his capture a matter of national importance. The public was captivated, following the manhunt like a real-life action movie. The pressure on the Egyptian Ministry of Interior was immense. They poured resources into the hunt, deploying special forces and setting up checkpoints throughout the region. The search for Mahmoud Amin Soliman became one of the largest manhunts in modern Egyptian history. The police were determined to put an end to his reign of terror, not just to stop his crimes, but to restore public faith in law and order. The gang's downfall began when internal conflicts started to arise. Like many criminal organizations built on greed and mistrust, Mahmoud's gang began to fracture. Members were either captured or turned on each other. The police were able to gather crucial intelligence from captured gang members, which helped them close in on Mahmoud's location. The net was tightening, and his days as a free man were numbered. The final confrontation was as dramatic as the rest of his story. In the early 2000s, after years on the run, police finally tracked him to a hideout in the mountains. A massive security force surrounded the area, leaving him with no escape. A fierce gun battle ensued, a final, desperate stand. In the end, Mahmoud Amin Soliman was killed in the shootout. His death marked the end of an era. The Terminator, who had terrorized a region and captivated a nation, was gone. The news of his death was met with a mix of relief and fascination. For the people of Upper Egypt, it was the end of a long nightmare. For the police, it was a hard-won victory. For the media, it was the final chapter in a sensational story. But why did his story resonate so much with the public? Part of it was the sheer drama of the manhunt. It was a classic cat-and-mouse game played out on a grand scale, but it also tapped into deeper social issues. In a way, Mahmoud's story was a reflection of the economic hardships and social inequalities present at the time. To a small, misguided segment of the population, his defiance of the state was seen as a form of rebellion. However, it's crucial to remember the reality behind the myth. Mahmoud Amin Soliman was not a Robin Hood figure. He was a violent criminal who left a trail of victims in his wake. He robbed, he terrorized, and he brought fear to countless innocent people. The romanticized image created by the media often overshadowed the real suffering he caused. His story is a powerful reminder that crime is not a glamorous adventure. It has real, devastating consequences. The tale of Mahmoud Amin Soliman serves as a fascinating case study in crime, media, and public perception. It shows how a criminal can be transformed into a media spectacle, and how that spectacle can obscure the harsh reality of their actions. It's a story of audacity, arrogance, and the inevitable downfall that comes with a life of crime. It also highlights the tireless efforts of law enforcement to bring such individuals to justice and restore peace to the communities they terrorize. The legend of the Monster of Armant has faded over the years, but it remains a significant part of Egypt's modern crime history. It's a stark warning about the path of violence and a testament to the fact that, in the end, justice usually prevails. The story isn't about glorifying a criminal, but about understanding the phenomenon he represented and remembering the true cost of his actions. Thank you so much for joining me on this deep dive into one of Egypt's most infamous criminal cases. If you found this story fascinating, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more explorations into incredible true stories. Let me know in the comments what you think about the role the media played in this saga. Until next time, stay curious and stay safe.